Good evening and welcome to Night Night. I am so excited that you're here tonight. Tonight, we have a special book and a special reader named Paul Stovall. Paul is a writer, an actor, a director, and now a night night reader. Paul was in one of my favorite musicals, Hamilton. He played George Washington. Have you seen Hamilton? Well, while we wait for him, I just wanted to say this book is in part about family and making wishes, two very important things. I hope that you have a beautiful, supportive family around you that, like the main character in this book, can depend on when she's feeling a little bit sad. Paul is going to ask you to think of a wish, to close your eyes and think of a wish at the end of this book. So be thinking about what you might want to wish for. One last thing, I just want to say one last thing before we go, because I think Paul is ready. Stay with us all the way until the end, because we'll have a special performance, a live performance, where Cassio Cerqueira plays the piano and his mom, Candace Lindsey, sings "You Are So Beautiful," because you are so beautiful. Okay, let's get going. Let's go on this journey. You ready?
Hi, everybody. Can you wave back at me if you can hear me? Hello. Okay, great. Now, I heard that some of you speak Spanish. Is that correct? Can you raise your hand if you speak Spanish in your house? Yeah, a few of you? Okay. So even for some of you who don't speak Spanish, I'm going to be speaking a little bit of Spanish when I read this book. But I think it'll be in a way where then you can learn some Spanish too, while you still understand the story. This story is called Carmela, Full of Wishes, or as Carmela might say, Carmela, Lleno de Deseos. It is by MATT De La Peña. Let's get started. Carmela scootered along the uneven dirt path, watching the men stoop to work with their hands, her birthday bracelets jingling and jangling. The thick greenhouse air smelled of marigolds and overturned earth and fresh manure. Carmela knew exactly what manure was, but she didn't want to think about that. Not today. Can you see? That's Carmela on her scooter. And that's the men working in the field, los hombres en el campo. You see? Let's see what happens next. Today, she awoke to candles in her pancakes and her mom saying, "Happy birthday to you." Happy birthday to you, or cumpleaños, as they say in Spanish. And she told her, "Go on, mija, make a wish." But Carmela's wish had already come true. She was finally old enough to go out with her big brother, her hermano mayor. And this is them in the kitchen. You see, there's velas, candles in her pancakes. Su perro, who looks very happy, muy feliz. Su madre y su hermano mayor. Mama, big brother, and her dog. Carmela followed her brother as he cut back onto the street at Freedom Boulevard, past the crowded bus stop and fenced-off repair shop, past the old folks' home where two hunched old women waved smiles, past the huge home improvement store where her dad used to stand around weekend mornings waiting for work. Check out her neighborhood, guys and gals. See that? Very busy, fun neighborhood. It must be really noisy, I bet. Lots of fun smells and happy people. Carmela tried to make small talk with her brother as their metal cart rattled, but her brother didn't make small talk back. He didn't want her tagging along. Too bad, she told him with her glare. Que lástima. So it looks like her big brother is trying to go to work and she just wants to hang out. It's her birthday. Just outside the laundromat, the lavanderia, she picked a lone dandelion growing among the concrete weeds. She pulled a breath and leaned forward toward the fuzzy white bulb. Now, you guys know what a dandelion is, right? Raise your hand if you know what a dandelion is. You know what that is? A little white puffy flower, and you blow it and everything flies away like that. Okay, so that's what she had. I'm going to show you in a second. She pulled a breath and leaned toward the fuzzy white bulb, but just before she could blow, her brother butted in. Did you even make a wish? You're supposed to make a wish. Everybody knows that. Of course I made a wish, she told him. But that was a lie. Mentirosa. Carmela didn't know that. There's her dandelion, you see? Now you remember what it looks like, guys? And there's her big brother going into work. Carmela helped her brother sort the colors one-handed, helped him load the washers one item at a time. While their clothes spun, her imagination turned, each new thought ushered in by a jingle of bracelets. Her brother found the sound annoying and shot her a dirty look. Que lástima, she told him with her glare. How many of you guys go to the laundromat and help your moms and dads? Yeah, I don't see many hands going up right now. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, mom and dad, y'all know what this, hopefully you got washing and drying in your house, but it's a lot of work. She jingled her bracelets as she rode up to Miss Maria's vegetable stand. You see that? Tomates, limones. Imagining a machine built into her bedroom wall, one that could spit out anything she could think of, but mostly candies. You guys know what that's like. Who wouldn't want that? She jingled her bracelets in line at the locksmith shop. Who knows what a locksmith is, Aretha?
Key. Okay, say it loud. Key.
That's right, keys, and that's what that is right there. Llaves. There's some other things a locksmith makes, but they mainly make keys to help you get in and out of your house if your lock breaks or something, or if you need a new set. Imagining her mom sleeping in one of those fancy hotel beds she spent all day making for fancy guests. So now I have another question. If her mom makes beds for fancy guests, what does her mom do at the hotel? Who knows?
She's a housekeeper.
She's a housekeeper.
That's right. That's right. And that's a really good job. But Carmela, she wants her mom to stay at one of those hotels as a guest. She must really love her mom. She jingled her bracelets at the bodega down the block from their old apartment building. So this time, the writer wrote the word in Spanish, and a bodega is just like a deli on the corner. You guys know what that is. You see that? It's got milk. Yeah. It's got milk, that's leche, and she's still holding on to her dandelion. Imagining her dad getting his papers fixed so he could finally be home. So she misses her dad.
Why is she still holding the dandelion?
I think that she's making a wish and hoping that it comes true. I think it's something she found. You kids know how it is. You find something and you just hold on to it all day. It becomes your special thing you hold on to all day. So I think that's what she's doing, but let's find out.
Yeah.
Let's see. She jingled her bracelets outside the pharmacy, eyeing the shiny new bikes in the window. Her brother stopped in his tracks. Oh, he probably wants one of these. The bicicletas en la ventana. bicycles in the window. Why do you have to be so annoying? He said. She thrummed her bracelets at him and said, it's a free country. Oh, she's really making him mad right now, you guys. The only time she didn't reach for her bracelets was when her brother ducked into his friend's house. Carmela slumped down on the curb, silently imagining all the things she could turn him into. The slimy pink tail of a rat, un raton. A cockroach, un cucaracha, scurrying away from the light. A wheelbarrow full of manure left in the sun. Look at how he did her. He went inside his friend's house and left her sitting outside on the curb by herself. And she just waited.
That's so mean.
I know, but she had that dandelion to keep her company. So see, maybe that's why she held on to it.
That's like my cousin leaving me outside with my teddy bears being seen that keep me company, and now he's at his friend's house.
You figured it out. That's why she's holding on to the dandelion, because she doesn't have teddy bears, but she needs something to keep her company. Okay, let's see what happens. She stared down at the dandelion in her hand. It seemed so much more important now that she knew it was a place to put her wishes, sus deseos. But what if she made the wrong choice? Carmela tried to hop a curb on the long trip home, but her tire caught in her handlebars, twisted, and she went crashing to the concrete. Oh, no, that is no good. While her brother's not even paying attention to her. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, he said. But then she saw her dandelion crushed beside the drain. She looked up at her big brother, su hermano mayor, warm tears rolling down her cheeks. He lifted up her scooter. ¿Estás bien? You okay? She shook her head and pointed, my wish. So I think her body was okay, but her dandelion was broken, and that's what she was crying about. And you guys know what that's like, right? Sometimes you'll fall down and you don't even care, but if your toy is broken, that's what makes you upset. Her brother took her by the arm and led her back up the block, past the lavanderia, the laundromat, and the flea market, El Mercado, past the greenhouses and the smell of manure, past the overgrown park and across the train tracks. He didn't stop until they made it to an abandoned farmhouse near a cliff overlooking the sea. Close your eyes, he said. Cierra los ojos. So he walked her all the way across town and walked her to the water. Isn't that beautiful? Carmela closed her eyes. Now, make your wish. Carmela listened to the ocean's hum in the distance. She listened to the squawking birds. She listened to the wind whistling past her ears. The beautiful blue sky, el cielo azul. Then she opened her eyes. She saw hundreds of tiny white spores lifting into the air, floating out toward the far-off surf. The sky was full of wishes. So he took her to a field of dandelions, and she got more wishes than she ever thought she could have. Let's go, her brother said. Don't you want to know my wish? She asked. He shook his head. If you tell, it won't come true. She looked back one last time, then took off her bracelets and followed her brother home. The end. Now, wait. That's the end of the story, but I want all of you to do something for me right now. I want all the kids to close their eyes. Everybody close your eyes. And I want you to make a wish. I'm going to make one too. Brad, you have to make one too. Okay. Now you can't tell anyone what the wish is. That's the hard part.
Oh, hey, I was making my wish. I hope that you get the wish that you wished for. And thank you so much, Paul, for reading that book. We still have a live performance by a performer who performed all over the world. Tonight, she's here to perform to you. Candace Lindsey and Cassio Cerqueira are going to perform You Are So Beautiful. So let's listen.
Okay, here we go. This is so Cassio just started lessons just like a couple months ago, so we're gonna do our thing together. The song is called You Are So Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
My fingers are really sweaty.
It's okay. Okay.
All right.
You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful, yeah. To me. Can't you see? You're everything that I hope for. You're everything that I need. You are so beautiful, yeah, to me. You are so beautiful to me.
Oh my gosh, you just started playing the piano?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you.
That was incredible.
That was great. Actually, I've been singing a lot, and you broke the limit of my singing, so I'm very actually happy of that.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful.
Incredible.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So,
I love
I
doing for
love this. Adios.
so with that, I want to say night night to everyone, and I hope you guys come back next Wednesday.
Woo!
Yay. Thank you for the story.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You guys are fantastic.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you guys so much. You were fantastic.
I love the story.
Good night.
I hope y'all get your wish.
Oh, he gets our
I like the story. I like your toys too.